Hey guys, what's up? It's Clay Ranger 143 here along with...
Norfolk Southern Star and...
Miss Devious, aka Hella Mella, WA.
Oh my god!
Anyway,
See how devious she is, guys. And today we're doing back-to-back, guys. We already did an episode of the 120. This is the same night that we filmed it. A little while ago, actually. And now, since Katie, being the smart girl she is, brought up this idea of the AlertWorks, I got to thinking, should I do one just for the hell of it? Sure enough, that's what we're doing right now. And, as I always say, on this episode of Radio Reviews, we'll be taking a look at a somewhat weird weather radio. The AlertWorks EAR-10. Now, the reason why Katie asked if we could do an episode of the AlertWorks is because, well, just look at her camera. She has both the white version and the black version. And I'm stuck with the damn black version.
One of each color.
that's so pretty.
There's a white,
The white one,
and there's a black.
the black
Notice
one.
Notice the tops are a little different too.
Yeah, the
Black
top,
and
like the
silver.
buttons is black and silver. I
There's
wish I
black.
had a black and silver.
And then there's the white one.
And it's just black and white on the white version.
And then the menu on the white is blue. The menu button on the black one is green.
Yep.
Pretty good. I like that.
Green and blue.
Well, it's actually not green on the black version. It's actually like a baby blue.
Okay. And the NOAA, and the public alert and whatever on the white ones is pops.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay.
But anyway, guys, when you first see this radio, when you first see it, what does it remind you of? What does it remind you of? What does it remind you of? Look at it.
It is a Tetris shape.
Look at this.
The T-shaped Tetris.
Anyway, moving on. This thing reminds me of the freaking T-shaped Tetris block, like Katie said. It's so freaking weird looking. Look at this. Look at this, like a T-shape. You get the freaking backlight. You got the warning lights, which are just... The warning lights are miniature bricks right next to an orange backlit brick. There's a brick with 3 bricks inside a brick, a T-shaped brick. And the buttons are on top of the radio. And on the back, that's where the speaker is, believe it or not. The speaker is on the back. You have your external antenna, your external alert, and the DC power jack, which takes 6 volts. As you can see, it just focused. DC 6 volts at 300 milliamps. Milliamps. On the side, you have the backlight high-low switch, which means you can make the backlight high or low. Or you can just turn it off. And Miss Devious's camera just went off. I don't know why. Anyway.
Stop. Hey, where'd you go?
You have the weather on-off switch right here. As you can see. Oh, she's back. Yay. But anyway, you have the weather on-off switch right on the back of the radio.
Stop.
And you have... You might be wondering, where's the antenna? Well, it's right here. Obviously, the antenna has a cover on it that makes it blend in with the radio, which I thought was pretty clever of AlertWorks to do. And as you can see, as I raise the antenna up, it's actually a pretty tall antenna for what it is. And that cover really looks nice on top instead of like the regular basic metal domes that you see on most weather radios. I mean, the AlertWorks is really a unique radio. I mean, that's why I got it. And I'm glad I got it. Because, hey, it sounds cool, works great. AlertWorks. So anyway, the first feature that I think we'll always start with from now on is the button beeps and the siren test. Now, the button beeps and the siren test are very deep sounding. Just listen for yourself. You hear that?
Yeah.
Anyway, enough, you get the point. But yeah, those... I love the sound of those button beeps, I really do. It kind of reminds me of the version 15 HH54 VP2s. So anyway... But anyway, if we go into the menu real quick, and click Alert Test, press Select, the Alert Test actually sounds really damn cool. And you know what's good about this radio? Is that it activates right on the first header like the 12-262 does. Speaking of which, let's test them out at the same time together. Let's test them both together, just for the hell of it. So let's do this real quick. 3, 2, 1. That sounds really cool. Especially when they go off on the first header. I wish it did that for every damn RWT I caught. Because the damn 262, being a 262, a typical 262, didn't activate. But anyway, moving on. But anyways, moving on. The next feature. Now this feature is somewhat unusual, but I'll demonstrate it right now. With a little bit of magical tools. So anyway, guys. If both of you are still there.
I'm here.
Is Melissa still there, or did she lose connection? Okay. But yeah.
Can't turn the camera back on, otherwise it's got to kick me out. Yes.
That sucks. But anyway, Katie. Sorry. But anyway, you see that? The antenna. Now you see the antenna right here. You see that? Right here, okay? See that? Like the cover's right there. Right? Nothing unusual there. But there is something very unusual about this particular antenna. So, as I will demonstrate right now, if this laptop will stay. There we go. Anyway, can you see my camera okay, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. I have the antenna. I have the antenna in my hands. I have the AlertWorks and I have the AlertWorks' antenna in my hands. I have it. Time to make it a sword. Let's do this real quick. Ooh, it's an antenna sword. On guard. On guard. Oh gosh. But yeah. But anyway, Katie, I think I have won against both of your handhelds. Or have I? But this sword, nothing can beat the almighty antenna sword. You can't defeat me. But anyway, enough with the deviousness. That's Melissa's job. Oh, but anyway, as you can see here, the antenna on the AlertWorks antenna is kind of the same thing as the 12-519 with its removable antenna, but the only difference is the AlertWorks has a little screw on the bottom that holds it. That's right, that little screw right here. You thought it would hold the radio together, didn't you? Think again. That screw actually holds the antenna, and as you can see, there's the threads on the inside of the antenna. And then when you take that out, you have the antenna in one solid piece, but it's not broken because you can just literally screw it back on. If you take the radio like this, just put the antenna like that, put it back, hold the antenna while you're tightening it, of course, and then just get the magical tool I used and just tighten the screw down. So the antenna, if that ever happens to your AlertWorks, it's not broken. You just have to tighten the screw up because sometimes over time the screw will get loose and so will the antenna, and you will think it's broken, but it's not. Yeah, but it's not broken. Look, working fine. So, nice.
Kind of like I had no idea that the antenna would come off the 519.
Yeah. The next feature I would like to show is the speaker quality. Now, for a speaker that's on the back, it's actually a pretty decent sounding speaker, but it's very deep sounding. So, as I will demonstrate right now.
Friday night, mostly cloudy until midnight, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the mid-20s. Saturday, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-40s. Saturday night, partly cloudy until midnight, then becoming mostly cloudy. Lows in the upper 20s. Sunday, mostly cloudy. Highs in the upper 40s. The Charlotte, North Carolina climate summary for this evening as of 4 p.m., January 28th, 2018.
The battery light is coming on.
Temperature of 57 degrees occurred at 11:30 a.m.
These batteries are fully charged though.
Today's low temperature of 49 occurred at 7:12 a.m.
It's actually kind of funny.
The record low is 5 degrees, which was set in 1986. 0.73 inches of precipitation fell today, which brings the monthly total to 2.07 inches. The total precipitation for the year now stands at 2.0.
Yeah, as I've said, the speaker does sound very nice for what it is, but although they could have done better, but then again, it's an AlertWorks. What do you expect? Another feature I really like about this radio is the several options you have on the backlight. Now, if you go into menu and go down once, kind of like the WR-100 version 5. But if you go down once and if you hit the light button, like press select on the light option, you'll get backlight on, backlight off, and backlight normal. Kind of like the WR-100, exactly like the WR-100. And you could also turn off the dimmer switch on the side. But I don't know why people would want the backlight to be so dim like that. Because you can barely see the damn thing. Even at night it's hard to see. Oh. Which is why I leave the backlight on high mode, just so I can see it. But although for some people that would be a very nice feature, I just don't know why it's there in my opinion. But all in all, it's pretty cool. This radio has the option to set alert blocking. So if we go into the menu and click alert off, this means the defeat siren. Now, it's just like the WR-120 where it only displays the codes like ADR for administrative message, avalanche watch, AVA, avalanche warning. But the only thing is that I really wish it did, it doesn't test out the lights every time you get a warning up. And yes, you can actually put 5 custom alerts into this thing, just like the WR-300. SVS, SVR, SVA, SPS, SMW, RMT, RWT, POS. What, is this also a piece of shit? Is this also a piece of shit? Just look at that. POS. Is this...
AlertWorks is mad now.
What?
The AlertWorks is bad now.
Gulp.
He's like, you little.
If this thing was a piece of shit, I wouldn't... If this thing were a piece of shit, I wouldn't have bought it in the first place. So, moving on. NPT. Nick Net. Iceberg warning. High wind warning. High wind watch. But yeah, you get the point. And you can just turn them off whenever... Oh, is the battery light coming on now? Let's say I want the SVR to be off. I could just press the left or right arrows to turn it on or off. But I want that on because GSP tones SVRs, as always, like all offices do. So, I think that's a pretty cool feature to have. And also the add alerts function. You can add new, about 5 custom alerts, which is pretty cool. So, next feature. I think both of you guys will find this pretty funny. Now this feature, I think it's pretty freaking funny and cool at the same time. If you go into the alert test function, now you have to be a person like me who has really fast fingers. Okay? Just saying. You have to be very fast like me, like this. But anyway, moving on. If you press the select button, watch this. And press the weather snooze button. The AlertWorks is having a seizure. But yeah, you get the point by now.
That kind of almost sounds like a Tetris game too.
Right? It sounds like an old NES game, like when you're doing the final boss or something.
Yes.
At least it doesn't sound like the Battletoads HH.
Yes. The Battletoads sound.
And what'd you say, Melissa?
I don't know.
But anyway, man, what a wonderful glitch. Last feature I would like to discuss on this radio is the custom alerts. So if we go into add alerts, or add ALTS, you can add up to 5 custom alerts. I'll do one right now. Let's do one for storm surge warning. Storm surge warning. The code is SSW. Press select. Now here is the hard part, because this radio can only store up to 8 characters. Yeah. Unlike the Sangene where you have an unlimited amount of characters, this radio can only store up to 8. So we're gonna have to get a little creative here. I think I might do what SPC Virgins once did when he unboxed his white AlertWorks. I think I might do it his way. So let's do that. STRM SRGE, just for the abbreviation. Warning, of course. And that's it, you're programmed. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. Let's do, I know one. Extreme wind warning. Now here's the code for extreme wind warning. EWW.
Ew.
Ew.
I think the AlertWorks is sick.
Moving on. Press select. Okay, now I gotta figure out an abbreviation for extreme wind warning here. Extreme wind warning. What would that be? What would be a suitable term for extreme wind warning, an abbreviation that is? Let's figure it out. Oh, I know one. Okay. EXTRM W and D. No. There we go. Extreme wind advisory. Ugh. Well, no. Extreme wind warning. And we're done for that alert. So now I got 2 warnings that are pre-programmed into the radio now. SSW, storm surge warning, and extreme wind warning. Nice. Very nice feature, have to say. So in conclusion of this radio, as we move on to the time known as 10 p.m., this radio is a pretty good radio for the price. I have to say it is well worth it in my opinion. And also, it does get good reception. I mean, it has a fairly long antenna to get better signals and stuff like that, and it just turned 10 p.m. on the AlertWorks. But, yeah, I think that this radio is a must-have as well, just like the 120. Because this radio will alert you of any bad weather that heads your way, just like all weather radios are supposed to do. But this one I think is a real special one, because this one is truly a uniquely shaped and uniquely designed and uniquely programmed weather radio. I really like it, and I'm glad I have one. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this video. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel for future videos. Also, subscribe to Hellamella WX and Norfolk Southern Storm, because they need subscribers, so show them you love their stuff. Subscribe to them now. So, anyway, this is Clay Ranger 143 signing out, along with
Norfolk Southern Storm. And
Hellamella WX with a really sucky internet connection. I am so sorry, guys.
No, we can hear you just fine. But anyway. I love you anyway, Miss Devious. Anyway. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good night, and peace out.